Hello, star lovelies. It's a great time to be a soul. Today we're talking about
This week's star forecast is all about leveling up. You want to be sure-footed and you're dying to have everything move at a pace that is, kind of feeding your impatience. That doesn't happen this week. As things are shifting, there's that shifting tides, and so it feels like you're not standing on firm footing, and yet you want to get things done. So yes, get things done. That's great to do that. However, there is still some more letting go. There's some more complications. There's some more questions. And honestly, we can blame Pluto this week. Pluto in Aquarius and Mars in Aries have an excitement at the end of the week. It's the same time that the sun moves into Taurus. So, as we're moving into more patience, again, at the tail end of the week, it happens to be on Sunday, we have this whole business week to go through, but yet we can feel Pluto's a big deal, right? And Neptune's a big deal. And we have Uranus too. And we've got these personal planets with Mercury, Venus, and Mars hitting Pluto, Uranus, and Neptune respectively. And so they're supportive, quote unquote, but they're exciting and they're making us want to be in that new energy. So we can, when we think about deep thinking, that brings us back to March, which is why there's that little bit of confusion that comes back in. When we think about doing some financial review and setting up some really good self-care routines financially, physically, and professionally. And that brings us back to January, brings us back to the beginning of April. So it's a little bit, like I said, confusing because it's like, wait a minute, I feel like we should be moving forward, and yet we feel this pull back. And the other thing that sets us off is that Mercury has moved into Aries on the 16th, and so that's another Aries point. And so right when he does that, he comes conjunct to Neptune, which makes him really confused. So that's why it's like, wait a minute, you've got one foot that's like, yay, wait, I've got all these forward things. And you've got the other foot going like, yeah, but no, you're not quite ready yet. That doesn't have to be true. Allow yourself to be ready. And think about ways that you can, and I don't love the term level up, but I'm going to use it because it's perfect. So we're going to go through the signatures right now. And if you don't know your intuitive success signature, go ahead to your starmaptosuccess.com, answer those 12 questions, get the results from your quiz, come back here and you can get your tip for the week based on the stars, but also whitelist Kim at kimwoods.com, because you are definitely going to want to get the tips that I give you, because they're morsels that you absolutely want to digest. There's things about money in there too, which is really cool. Okay, so for you, wise strategists, great time to revisit your priorities. Period end. Just revisit your priorities. For you, intuitive visionary, look at your intentions and ensure that you're still in pace with what those are. For you, collaborative explorer, you're going to want to spend times reconnecting with yourself. And they can be fun and time off, just little glimmers of it would be really great for you this week. For you, ruling warrior, who are you spending time with these days? Are you spending time with the people that you have experience with and are in the past, or are you spending time with people that are part of your future? For you, creative superstar, does your home and office reflect the level of success that you desire? It's a great time for design. And for you, loving alchemist, is your image and the way that you're speaking and the way that you're showing up in the world really aligned with your true power? And when you look at those questions and you get the answers to those and you start taking action on those, hoorah, the floodgates open. So, as always, thank you so much for listening and sharing with friends. And until next time, happy soul tidings.
Thank you for listening, and stay tuned for more ways to use the stars strategically to align with your soul purpose, reclaim your power, and increase your prosperity. Please rate and review your favorite episodes, and remember to check out my website at kimwoods.com for my latest forecasts, articles, and offerings. To find out your intuitive success signature, take my 12-question Do You Know, Like, and Trust Yourself quiz and find out how you're living your stars at yourstarmaptosuccess.com. I've so enjoyed our time together, as it's filled with the power of the stars plus strategy to clear the pathway to your success. Until next time, happy soul tidings.